Well, hello again. This is Jason Cross, and I'm back with another quick tip here on some stuff you can do to spruce up your Google website. So I've got a sample Google website up here, and I have this beautiful program called Instapaper where you can actually take links of things that you've read all over the internet, and you can do different things with it. So, if you go out and you'd like to search blogs, a lot of the blogs now have a send to Instapaper button, or if you watched my previous video on Zite, you can use Zite to do this. And what it'll do is it creates a set of links to that material kind of more on a permanent basis. Really, really handy for the classroom because you're able to save information that's relative to maybe some curriculum that you're trying to teach. And you can do it quickly. So you're going through gobs of information, lots of different posts. You find some great article on space, let's say. You go ahead, you send it to Instapaper. It's going to add it to this list. And now you want to do something good with it that your students can actually have access to. And that's where your website can actually come into handy. So I've just got a Google site up here, and I'm going to add a new page. And then I'm going to just title this page test page. I'll call it Instapaper. And I'm just going to do a plain old web page, although you could do an announcement page if you wanted as well. And I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And now it's going to take me to that page. And while I'm here, what I want to do is I'm going to insert more gadgets. And when I go there, I'm going to type in RSS, and I'm going to do a quick search here. And you'll find that there's this little applet called, or gadget as they're called here, that's going to allow you to add an RSS feed to your project. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. And now I need the URL of the RSS feed that I've generated. So as I'm going around and I'm adding stuff to Instapaper, and it's creating this beautiful list for me, which is really easy to do, at the very, very bottom of the page, there's a thing that says this folder's RSS, and that's where we can get the feed. Now the folders, there's a browse, unread, liked, and archive. So if you want only the articles that you've liked, so that means you've given them this little heart, then you would click on liked, and you would go down and find this folder's RSS feed. But if you want all of the unread articles, you would find that RSS feed. In this case, I'm just going to use the feed of the ones that I've decided I like. And when I click on it, I get the RSS feed of my Instapaper site. Now, the RSS feed is actually here in the URL bar. Don't be confused. This is actually the information, not the feed link. And I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back to my RSS feed here. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in there. And then what I want to do is I want to do recent posts, and I'm going to say up to 5. And it's going to give a short snippet, or I can say a full post. I'm just going to do short snippet. And then I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And once I've done that, you'll see that there's now a Google Gadget RSS feed inputted into my site. I'm going to save it, and once I save it, I'll actually be able to see it. And there it is. So now on my website, I could have a set of links to articles that I had been surfing for using the application Zite or using some other application that will automatically put it to Instapaper. There's even a browser plugin for that. And every time I put an article in there, I read it on Instapaper, I like it, it'll automatically add it to this RSS feed. So now I could just send my students to my website and say, hey, pick one of these 5 articles and do a project with it, or here's the research that I've deemed that you will want to use to strengthen your case of this paper, or whatever. You'll find a lot of different uses for it, but this is a good quick way to add an RSS feed to a page, and it's also a good way to see something called Instapaper used to kind of help with that. So hopefully this helps you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.